Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name's Taylor, and today we're going to be going over our used 2017 Renegade IKON, and it's a 4534 with just under 35,000 miles. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, so the first thing I wanted to point out was one of our first cameras here. Definitely needed for something as big as this for a nice blind spot detector for you. Slide on over to our Michelin, nothing but the best for the IKON. Michelin tires, 315/80R, and it's a 22.5, so nice beefy tire for a big classic unit. Alrighty. I did leave the awning in today just so you can see the beautiful full body paint with its little graphics down the side. And then the awning is a full wall awning with LED lights in it. And as you could tell, these slides are nice and flushed. So this is going to be an HWH hydraulic slide with a radius cut corner, so you could barely even tell that it has a slide in it. So it's nice and flush, gives it more of a classy look. These are going to be a lot more robust, and then also kind of as you're going down the road, you don't have to worry about any creeping, and you're going to have a better seal not only when it's in but also when it's out. So it's going to help for any leaks that you might be worrying about, or while it's raining, kind of just making sure when you're bringing your slides in, it's kind of gripping off all of that moisture when you're bringing your slides in. So just an all-around better slide. Going into our first bay here, just from a quick glance, this Aquahot is definitely bigger than most of you have probably seen. So this is going to be a 6,000 hydronic heat and domestic hot water system, and it also has an engine preheat. And this Aquahot is also going to help keep your bays kind of warm and hot during the winter months, so you don't have to really worry about any freeze damage. It kind of just gives you a peace of mind there. Sliding to our second bay. Nothing fancy here, we just wanted to show it to you just so for our kind of storage space. And then I did want to point out the nice seal right here with 2 latches, so it's going to be a lot easier to close. And then we also have a nice protectant inside. That's kind of just a Renegade spray that they do inside of their bays and also underneath, which is going to help from rusting and just a little bit more longevity as your coach gets older throughout the years. Alrighty, nice, beautiful Samsung Bose system as well, so you can watch football games or anything that you enjoy to watch while you're on vacation. Whoops, there we go. Alrighty, and this slide has a big, beautiful fridge or freezer. It could be whichever you'd like, and it's on a nice little pull latch here, so you can easily get in and out. It has a nice little rack here too. So no matter what your occasion is or what vacation you have planned, you can kind of set this temperature to a freezer or either to a nice fridge. I also did want to point out that the roof is a one-piece crown laminated fiberglass roof. So that's also something that is going to help with any leaks or just longevity throughout the coach's years. And in here, we do have something a little special. It's the InterVac system, which is a central vacuum inside of your coach. So this is going to be great not only for not having to worry about to store a vacuum, but so you can clean the inside of your coach. Most people, this is going to be your patio, so you have a nice little outdoor mat that you can vacuum, or you can even vacuum the inside of your tow car or something like this, because it's so much beefier and a lot more high end. You can either clean out your double stack trailers or just anything else that you're towing. Alrighty, sliding over here to these beautiful tires. This is actually a twin screw, and we'll just dive into that a little bit more when we're in the cockpit area. But you have a total of 8 tires back here in the rear on either side, so 4 and 4. Another bay here. Now it's not going to be through and through, but they did do their best to kind of get everything, every crevice that you can for storage. And then I also just wanted to point out that you have your little insulated here for where the heat will come through to kind of keep your bays warm during the winter. Alrighty, and the last bay here, just a little bit more storage. Alrighty, heading back over here to the rear of the coach. Get a nice beautiful glimpse of all of its accessories back here. Nice little mirror accents. And then also at the top, you can see one camera, but about 6 inches below that you have another camera, which is also, I mean, just gonna be great to kind of see when you're hooking up to your double stack trailers, or even just for security purposes, which I'll show you guys inside. As you can see, this coach is a 600 horsepower. It's on a Freightliner Cascadia, which we'll go show you all the engine stuff in a little bit. But then I also wanted to point out this hitch is actually a 40,000 pound hitch, but the towing capacity for this unit is going to be 30,000 pounds. And then you have a connector for the trailer brakes, and then also for your trailer or tow vehicle for your camera system. Alrighty, in the first bay here, we have a 50 amp shore power cord with its surge guard protector. In this bay, we have our Cummins ISX quiet diesel generator, and it's a 12,500 watt generator. Since we're speaking about wattage, this is a huge generator, which will give you that comfortability of kind of boondocking. Also on the roof, you have about 12 solar panels up there. So talk about a bunch of power to be able to give you all the needs for boondocking that you'd like. And then for the generator hours on this one, right now we have 162 hours on the generator. So for a 2017, that's not too bad. And keep in mind, we do services for the generator, engine, check it from top to bottom, since this is a used unit, to kind of get it in the best shape as possible before you guys go ahead and take delivery of the coach. Alrighty, here is our wet bay. At the top here, you kind of shows your tank levels. So Super Cs are very well known for their water capacity. So you have about 150 gallons here for your fresh water. Your gray water is going to be 75, and your gray black tank is going to be 75 as well. This is just a nice little where you can keep your slinky so it's not rolling around anywhere else. And then you have your little filter right there as well. And then you have the hose that's on a retractable reel. And I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, your 50 amp shore power cord is also on a power reel, which I think is very important. Nothing too crazy here. So this is gonna be your tanks. As you can see, it's nice and carpeted to also help keep it warm. And I can actually feel the tank heaters that are also put on here to kind of help keep those tanks as warm as possible so you don't have to worry about freeze damage. And then this will just be your dump. And then we have a few other accessories down below as well. Alrighty, same thing here. Just wanted to show you a brief little overview again of the nice covered, carpeted tanks, and then some more dump spots. Alrighty. Now we get into here, this is going to be our HWH hydronic system. So this system is not only for our slides, but it's also going to be for our leveling jacks. And the super cool thing about this, it gives you a nice little bar. So I know I talked about the hydraulics. Ooh, it's a little sticky. I know I talked about the slides being so much more robust. It's going to be a lot easier to maintain and kind of keep them going, and a little bit more reliable than the other ones. But if you happen to get into a pinch, they offer you this, so you just go ahead and you can manually push in all of your slides. So you don't have to worry about calling anybody to kind of come help you just so you could take it to a service system to get it fixed. You can do it just the hands of yourself and then take it to the nearest service spot to get it fixed. Up above that, we have two smart solar chargers. So since we have such a mass amount of solar on top of our roof already, we have 2 chargers. And then right over here, we have 2 2,800 watt inverters. So what's going to be super awesome about having 2 inverters, not only can you wash a load of laundry while you're going down the road, you can also use 1 AC, which is going to be your mid AC, which is perfect because it's right in the middle of the coach, and it gives you just that comfortability of no matter where you're going. If you're going to go to the sand dunes, or you're going to go to Arizona, and you know it's going to be really hot, and you know how these things really heat up super fast, at least you know by the time you get there, it'll take a lot less time to cool that coach down, and you guys can enjoy your vacation. Alrighty, our last bay here, we have a total of 8 lithium-ion batteries. It's going to be all the blue tops here, and then we have our 3 chassis batteries right above it. All that other nonsense going on is just a bunch of wires and tubing to kind of connect everything, so nothing super special there. And then now we'll go ahead and I'll pop this hood. Here's our other camera too for our right side blind spot detector. Then I'll just go ahead and push this down for you. So I know I already mentioned that this is on a Freightliner Cascadia chassis, which is the biggest chassis that you can get out there. It's on an Alison TRV4000 transmission, and the Cummins is an ISX with that 600 horsepower, and it's going to give you 1,850 pounds of torque. And the fuel tank on this is 150 gallons of fuel. Another cool thing about this unit with the Super C, everything's going to be within hand's reach, so you can fill or change out everything yourself. You don't have to really take it to a service center, which that's your dipstick. And then this is the oil engine fuel right there. You can do it all by yourself. They're not in any weird places where it's kind of a hassle to do it yourself. So you could save some money there. And then lastly, while we go ahead, this is on nice little hydraulics here. You just give it a little push and it does the rest for you. You don't have to worry about slamming it down. Alrighty, take in the last little glimpses of the exterior. We're gonna go ahead and take it on inside. Alrighty. As you could tell, we just have to do the sideways shuffle here to get to the cockpit area. But I just wanted to kind of go over everything in here as I turn on that chassis, because we're going to have to do that in order to open up our slides. Alrighty. Now we're all fired up, everything's waking up. As you could tell, as I said, just under 35,000 miles, so we have 34,881 miles. The steering wheel is pretty basic. You just have your engine brake, high and low, and then you have your on and off. And you can, for the radio and stuff like that, and then within hand's reach is your radio to turn on and off, and this is also where your navigation is going to be. Down below here you have your trailer air supply and your park brake. Your engine brake for the high and low as well, so not only is it right here, but it's on your steering wheel. And then you have your ATC, a utility lamp, your menu to go back. And then you have your trailer backup camera, another trailer, your trailer brake right here. Your nice drive controls. This will be beeping at you when you have your jacks down, so it'll scream just to make sure you don't do any damage here. And then these are all your controllers for that twin screw we were talking about. So this very first one is it's your axle lock. It's going to lock your front axle to your rear axle. This one down below is your differential. So this is going to have all 8 tires of power to kind of get you out of that sticky situation. And then this is just your air suspension. Down below here, you have your cooling and heating, and then also for your defrosters. and for your heated mirrors. But other than that, that's pretty much it in the cockpit area. As we go up, we have some storage, and then we have our TV, and up above there, we have even more storage. So you have your wine guard right here, and then stuff for the television. Up here is just a nice little control panel for your tanks, just something to have nice and handy as you're just about to get on the road and kind of want to check over everything and not want to walk back to the other monitor I'm going to show you. So you also have it right here. Your HWH leveling jacks are going to be right here as well. And then you just have a little overview of your charging. Alrighty, now I'm going to slide through and open up those slides. All right. So this is the nice little control panel. This is actually a Vega Touch electronic coach control system with a 10-inch screen. It's also compatible to an iPad, smartphone, and tablet. And this is also can show your camera system exterior in the coach. So now we're gonna go ahead and slide out those slides really quick, just giving me a nice little warning to make sure I have clearance. There we go. Also note, the warning does say to make sure you hold it for an additional 5 seconds just to ensure that perfect seal we mentioned earlier. Now we'll do the other one right here. Alrighty, and now we'll do the bedroom. Alrighty, and the other one. 4 slides total on this unit. Perfect. I'm just going to go ahead and close that door really quick. And now we'll go ahead and start at the rear of the coach. I'm just going to go ahead and step into the shower just so you can get a better idea of how big it is in here. So you have the nice stainless steel with the rainfall shower head. And then you also have water coming out here and here. And then you also have a nice little hand shower with a perfect little shelf to put all your soaps. And then you have tile, all interior with the glass shutters. All throughout the whole coach, you're going to have quartz countertops. And the wood is all handmade with soft close and metal hinges. And then you have 2 places to plug in. Our toilet is porcelain, and it does have a macerator in each of the toilets. And then you have a nice little drawer here. And the toilet paper holder is going to be inside here with more storage, and you have another drawer. Perfect. Now we'll go ahead and step in our master bedroom. So right over here you have a nice little ledge, and you have 2 charging along with 2 USBs and then 1 charging there. Windows on either side. You have your reading lights, and then up above here is just going to be your lights. So you have all lights, a gen start, and then you also have exterior lights. So if you forgot to turn off your porch light and you're already nice and comfy in bed, you don't have to worry about getting up to kind of turn those lights off. These ones don't stay open, so I'll just do these two for you. You kind of get the idea of all the storage up above. Perfect. Alrighty, and then sliding over here. This is a nice through and through, so this is going to be your main closet where you can hang everything with some nice lights inside. And then you have the same exact storage underneath here. So if you wanted to fold any clothes or put some shoes in there, you can. Down below is just going to be our TV. And then underneath, you have 3 beautiful drawers. And then 3 more places to store in addition to your safe. I do like how the safe isn't directly in the closet, just because I feel like that's kind of where the first place people would look in a pinch of time. So I like how that one's kind of hidden. It makes it seem like it's a drawer, but it's not really a drawer. And then up above you have a nice little, I wanted to call it a skylight just because it looks like little raindrops are coming down, but it's just a beautiful little accent with lighting inside to give it more of that luxurious, homey feel. And then this is the same exact control panel that I showed earlier, but I didn't really go in depth. This is the main page where it kind of shows you a glimpse of everything, and it does have a little message center to let you know, to give you just little warnings here and there. And then it has a theater mode, which is super awesome. So just with a click of a button, all of your lights will dim, your shades will go down, your TV will come up, and it just gives you that theater feel inside of the coach. Right here is that camera system I was telling you about, where you can kind of go through and see your camera systems. Right now it is under maintenance. And then you can see your AC power. We have our mid AC running right now, just off an inverter that I was speaking about earlier. And then your gen, you can start and stop, your electric hot water or diesel hot water, and then your pump. And these are just to get more in depth with all the shades and the lights and so forth. And then settings, you can change different back colors if you'd like. Alrighty. Nice little pocket door here. There is one also in the bathroom. So you can kind of close off that sleeping area to give yourself some privacy while you're either sleeping or just using the bathroom. Right in here, we have our mid bath. Again, porcelain toilet, also macerator. And then I'll go ahead and just open these for you. And then this is a medicine cabinet. If I can get it open. I can't do it with one hand, sorry. Maybe it's the other side. There we go, wrong side. And then you also have some more storage over here. Plenty of storage in here, all made with the finest designer touches all around, no matter where you're at. Your main bathroom, your mid bathroom, they're all gonna have those luxurious accents. And then directly across here is going to be our washer and our dryer. So nice little separation here with its grips to kind of help soundproof it while you guys are, if you're inside running the washer or dryer, it's not going to drive you crazy. Alrighty. And then directly across from our washer and dryer is just going to be our control panel. And then right here is our big, beautiful roll-out pantry. And it has a nice little latch here. Very easy to maneuver. I don't feel like I'm pulling it, I'm just barely tugging on it. So once you do put some weight in there, I'm sure it'll go a little faster and it'll kind of resist all that weight. And then down below here is all of your breakers. And then it'll also show your inverters and everything that you can run just off of your inverters and what you have to use either to plug in or to run your generator. So it's kind of a nice little cheat sheet there for you. Alrighty. Here is our residential fridge with its ice maker and water exterior. Nice little latch here, so you don't have to worry about it flying open. And then you also have a nice, cute little egg holder. I love having the egg holders. And then the freezer down below. Whoops. And then you also do have like a nice little shelf right here. I would probably just shove all of my ice cream bars up here. And then here is the connection, whoops, for that central vac. And sliding on over, this coach does have all new furniture. So it's the Villa Ultra leather. The big beautiful windows, nice little chandelier, and then also all of our light switches. So not only if you're kind of uncomfortable with everything being touchscreen, in this coach it pretty much gives you the comfortability of both. Not only do you have two of those big 10-inch touchscreens, if one happens to go down, you can control it all the same. And then you also have just buttons. So no matter if you're really on to the touchscreen and gadgets, or if you're like, no, I want to stick with all the buttons and kind of using it that way, it gives you the flexibility of both, which I personally love. Right over here, we have our theater seats and some nice little storage here. So it can be your nice little theater snack drawer. So you can just pop it out right when you push of a button, get everything to set the mood for a movie. And then you do have the nice little buttons here to fully relax. And then you have some outlets here for charging. And now that we're kind of in the heart of the coach, I did want to just point out like how big the ceilings are. So this is going to be 7 foot 10 inches, and it's also that soft touch ceiling, so it gives it just a little bit more sleeker look, along with our little valances or whatever you actually call them. I need to look that up, what these are actually called. But it just gives it so much more room for all of our tall people that either own this coach, or if you're just kind of welcoming in guests, no matter what, it's going to give them that homey feel. And then I'll go ahead and put this down for you. This is something you kind of have to make sure you put away before you put the slides in, otherwise you will squish this. But it's super nice because it has storage inside. So you can either put your blankets in there or, anything you think of. So not only do you have storage there, but you also have storage underneath here. And then this couch is actually a nice little futon. So it's not very long, but it is perfect for kids. Slide this out of the way. And then our TV is under here. With most TV ones that kind of just go away, you can kind of tell that it's there because it has like a gap on top. But this is nice and super flush. So you can kind of put anything there in the meantime until you actually do want to use your TV, which is awesome. Sliding over to our kitchen, we have true induction, 2-burner. And then we have our monogram microwave and convection oven. The chassis is still running, so there's a little bit of vibration. And then we have our spice rack up top. And then more storage over here with our 2 little goodie books, one from Renegade, one from Freightliner, so you can check out all the nitty-gritty specs to your coach. And the remotes. Over here we have our nice little sink. Again, it's beautifully flushed. These are really heavy, not gonna lie, because it's that full quartz countertops. But the sink is huge. So no matter how many dishes you have or how much you cook on the go, you can fit all of your pots and pans in here after cooking one meal and easily clean them. And then you have a nice little rinse I kind of like how it's not the nozzle because I hate when I get fingerprints on the faucet. So this is kind of just a nice little hand one, but pretty deep. I would say about 10 inches deep. I'm not sure how long. If you are curious, you can go ahead and call me or even send me a quick text or email. There we go. And then we have our nice little drawer here for our sponges and cleaning utensils. And then some storage underneath the sink and right beside it. Three more drawers here. And this one slides over, so it's perfect for all of those utensils or even silverware. There we go. And then now I will just go ahead and pop up that TV just so you can get a little glimpse of the main TV here. Let me go back. And I'm actually just demonstrating the theater mode for you. So it dimmed the lights, all of my shades are going down, my TV is going up. The only thing I do recommend is kind of closing off that cockpit area up front because that's where most of the light is coming from now. But definitely just one click of a button. You don't have to find the remote controls. You don't have to get up to kind of push the button. It's all within hand's reach. And it just gets everything ready for you to relax. After a full day of vacationing, you can watch a movie right before you go to bed. But again, this is a 2017 Renegade IKON. If you guys have any questions, concerns, or just want to chat, go ahead and call me. My name is Taylor again, and my phone number will be below, 970-388-7937. Thank you guys for joining in. Have a great day.